No way. Elly! Her true awakening, or just merely protecting her master. Either way, it does not alter the fact that she is the mother existence that I have been searching for. Mother, I feel like I said that weird. Now men, recover that machine. Place priority on the safety of the pilot. Use whatever it takes her to preserve her life. Well then, I shall be taking this girl with me. As for the rest of you, why don't you just wallow there pathetically while you meditate on your own lack of any real power? Krelian's a big ass dickhole. Don't think that'll ever change. Groff. Pitiful. You can't even protect a single woman. It is not even worth the effort of putting a spineless wretch like you out of your misery. Fucking got me. I mean, you can't even blame that on me. I was on, my gear was on a cross. Like, I'm sure if Faye wanted to, he would have fucking gone in there and kicked everyone's ass. But there isn't much he can do on foot. Elly was taken away. And as Krelian had told her, we were left alive. Was Krelian just keeping his promise? No, that can't be it. There had to be another real reason why he allowed us to live. And we had to find that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and save. That was quite a big thing we just did. So with that, even though we were trying to prevent all of this from happening, prevent Elly from being taken away, or even being killed in Mahanan, like, it still ended up her being taken away. Or, and, you know, whatever Krelian's going to do, we have no idea. We have no idea what Krelian wants to do with her. Oh, great. The fleshly body of God has been recovered. The anima and the animus have all been obtained. All that is left for us to do is change into the animus and become one with the mother persona. That is incorrect. What? What do you mean, Krelian? What did you just say? What are you doing? Krelian, have you gone totally insane? What are you doing to the memory banks? Do not touch them. We cannot survive without them. You were the only ones who could have activated the key. But now that it has been activated, I no longer need you. I am having you all erased. How dare you! Man, this should have happened a long time ago. The only obstacle that kept me from my goals was Cain. He was the one person who had total control of the people, and thus was my greatest nemesis. But the only person who could terminate Cain was Cain himself. That's why I created a copy of Cain. Ramses acted exactly as I predicted, killing Cain. Now there is no one who can stop me, and I'm not interested in your power or authority. Did you really think you were acting on your own free will? You are all just parts of the system, created only as weapons of invasion or oppression. You are just terminal interface weapons. We can become God, and you're... God? Who said you'd be God? What impertinence. We are humans. We were created to be terminal interfaces of God. It is the same for you who were once humans. Man cannot become God. We can only entrust ourselves to God. Ridiculous. Going against the Mother. I have not gone against her. This is the will of the other Mother. You think you can eliminate us and still revive God? It can be done. Your genes were scattered in order to keep the world alive after the fallen days of destruction. Those genes live on today within the humans, the anima vessels, and the recipients of their alignment, the animus, and also the persona. By combining these with my nanomachines, humans will become living beings very much equivalent of you. Actually, they may far surpass you in becoming worthy terminal interfaces for God. So you are no longer of any use to me, Deus, the physical manifestation of God, only wants results. So, yes, Deus, the one we fought in Eldridge or Mahanan, was a physical manifestation of God, which kinda is like a fucking what the fuck? So, there's going to be more about that later, of course, but that's a thing to keep in mind. The means are insignificant to him, so this is my arc plan, my Project Noah. Krelian. May all of your worries cease. Rest in peace, ancestors of mortal man. And just like that, Krelian has killed the Ministry. Though it wasn't really that hard, they just had to pull out the little things. Now it is just you and I, Sophia. I'm actually surprised it took them that long to pull the plug on those guys. It took them 50 hours to finally pull the plug on the Ministry. So they are out of the way, they are done. The only one who is left, really, is honestly Ramses, Myong, and Krelian. Like, they are the big three right now. I was powerless. All I could do was stand by and watch as they took Elly away from me. I am powerless. What are you doing there? Oh, it's you. I wasn't able to beat Groff. I didn't stand a chance against him. It was obvious from the start. It was impossible to try to defeat a monster machine like that to begin with. And Elly, why was she so damn foolish? Fuck, I know this is simple words, I just sometimes, I don't hear a word enough and I get confused. I'm dumb, I'm sorry. She had to have known it was a trap. Yes, you won't be able to defeat him like that. As long as you continue fighting with that kind of an attitude, that is. The reason you lost and that young lady was taken was because of your pride. Weren't you depending far too much on the power of your machine? Not to mention that new id power you're now able to control. What is Groff's source of power? His machine? His technique? His experience? I do not think so. It is his feelings. His heart. His feelings are dominated by his resentment and his hatred of this world. That hatred is his power. Your feelings weren't focused enough to fight off Groff. That is why you could not win. Your feelings must be in the right place. That is strength. I'm not surprised you lost, seeing as you do not understand the true meaning of strength. Wise man. That young lady. The only thing in her heart was her desire to save you. Or save you all. She set aside her fear and piloted that machine. It was because she had such strong feelings that you are all still alive. That is what I think. Of course you have been defeated. However, that doesn't mean it's over. How do you plan on responding to her feelings? It is now your turn to save her. Is it not? Well, what are you going to do, Faye? I'm going to... In order to save Elly, we began to search desperately for her whereabouts, and 2 weeks later, we found her. Using the data obtained from Raziel, and his own nanomachine technology, Krelian had begun the construction of God's Ark, Merkava. Its completion was imminent. To prevent its activation and to rescue Elly, we headed for Merkava. I think I know what's coming up next, and I'm not really going to enjoy it very much. Oh, the elements. I totally forgot you guys show up. You again. Whoa. Sorry, my screen flickered a little bit. Are you girls thinking of going in there too? Don't get any wrong ideas there. We are here to help our commander. Myong and Krelian have been manipulating his emotions for the sole purpose of eliminating the Emperor. We simply want to free the commander from those bonds so that he may be saved. It's neither for the sake of the world nor the sake of your girlfriend Elheim. We have no intentions of fighting on the same side as you. Fine. You have your own battles to fight, and we have ours. Let's leave it at that. But if things get out of hand, you head back. We'll handle it. We'll make you eat those words. You wait and see. So, we're kind of teaming up with the elements, which is kind of cool. I guess, like I did say before, I wish we did team up with the elements. So we do end up teaming up with the elements. I kind of forgot that fact, actually. We entered inside of Merkava, and while fighting back units of weapons that self-regenerated through the use of nanomachines, we headed to the central core. And then, once again, Ramses appeared before us. And we all know how much fun fucking Ramses is. Okay, we're gonna be having... obviously, no dungeon. I think we've gone through the 2 dungeons in this entire disc, besides the final one. So, I don't think there are any dungeons anymore. But heading down into Merkava, there is a boss fight coming. It's actually rather difficult. Like, this is one of 2 boss fights that I consider pretty difficult. So, we're gonna have to be careful for this one. Now down at Merkava, we, actually this group is kinda good. Is Shopkeep Johnny here? Shopkeep Johnny, where are you? I don't think he's here. So, I need to save. I'm kind of deciding between Billy and Bart, but maybe I'll go with Bart this time. So let's go ahead and save at right here. And we'll head in and probably run into Ramses, and it'll be loads of fun. But before we go, actually, if we go to equip, I need to equip a new weapon on, well, we can put the Sonic Wave on him. But I meant to go to his gear, and we can equip the Sonic Whip? Yeah. Okay, let's put frame HP 30s on everyone, because 50's a bit too much. It uses too much fuel, in my opinion. So, frame HP 30 up there. Alright, so he's got those circuits, increases response. That's fine, I guess. Yeah, I think we'll be okay with this. Yeah, I think we're good. I mean, what does his gear look like? Okay, he's around the same. His fuel is down though. Like, he needs more fuel. Why didn't I upgrade him? Fuck. Can I leave? Is Shopkeep Johnny in here? Hey, Shopkeep Johnny, you back here? I want to check what's back here. Hey, Shopkeep Johnny! Perfect. No, I want to talk to Shopkeep Johnny. Hey, Shopkeep Johnny. Okay, gear items. Let's power up Bart's gear, and possibly ours as well. Okay, we're still pretty good. Good. And good. Okay, we just want to power up him then. So let's go ahead and get the 55. We need more health. And armor, we want RX 70. So now we're good to go. Now we're perfect. I don't believe Saiton needs to level up, so I think we're fine. I just wanted to make sure we're all good to go. So thankfully, Shopkeep Johnny was waiting for us, being a nice guy. Am I going through? There we go. So let's get going. Man, look at all these dumb doors. I can't believe all that budget went to that door, and that door, and that door, and that door, and that door. I think that's all the doors. I've been waiting for you, Faye. Ramses? Faye, if only you hadn't have been born. We're going to settle this now! Stop it, Ramses. What reason is there to continue fighting me? Who are you fighting for? Why do you always have to have a bone to pick with me? Tell me why! It is all because of you. If only you hadn't come in and destroyed my prospects in life. My life was given to me within a nanoreactor in Krelian's laboratory. To be born as the superior being above all humans. But then... Okay, just throw in his flashback. We gotta have a flashback for Ramses, because he's pretty much one of the main antagonists of the game. This time, your body is young. The previous one got too old. And the name? Karen. But individual names have no meaning to me. So, what brings you here? Is that the thing inside the nanoreactor there? The one? Huh. Oh. Recognition code 0808191. Ramses. The Emperor has been told it's a prototype for an artificial contact. What's its status? It has entered the so-called first growth stage. From now until the binding, its growth will be several times faster than that of an ordinary human. But its psychological development will be a little difficult to control. It is a replica, so that is to be expected. REPLICA! Sorry. It is moving. Can it hear us? I know you're probably wondering, like, who the fuck is this Karen person who we've never seen before in this entire game? Don't worry, you'll see. Yes, it already has a will of its own. Then I have a better way. Let us dispose of it. We do not need this. We have my child. My child will be 4 this year. You're having a child. Or you're having a child is significant? Yes. I checked it out. There is no mistake. It's a contact. What's its name? My child's name is Faye. So, you understand what this means. A corresponding antitype is... Yes, probably already born somewhere. The final one. Then, this thing is worthless. Yes, totally useless. Man, he's gonna get super butt mad in there. Chase after it, boy. A love that's unattainable for you, no matter how hard you try to pursue it. Until then. Because of your existence, I was discarded. That, you know, it's actually true. Like, because Faye exists, which now you know Karen is his mother, because Karen was there and offered up her son, Ramses was pretty much thrown away. He was trash. So, I was destined to be the representative of God, having the might of the Emperor. I was destined to be the ultimate existence, having the power to exercise absolute control over all. But I lost it all because of you. My mother? How do you know her? Ramses? Commander, please stop this. Commander, if what you say is true, then that is even more of a reason not to fight. You were just used by Krelian and... Silence! You. Even you dare to censure me? I saved you from nearly becoming a test subject and now you turn on me? You're mistaken. You're only thinking of your best interests. Silence. Ultimately, only I can help myself. I'm the only one that can correct this. This is the end for you. On guard. 'Cause here I come, Faye. And let's fight.